What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. Match day is here. Time for the bounce back. And what better vibes than on the back end of wrapping up the Kenan Yildiz renewal. All right, we got Lazio today. These guys are awful on the road. Let's make them pay and add to their woes on their travels. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to look at the starting lineups. We're going to have fun with predictions and get there. I'm going to welcome you all in. As you get in here, a little bit of housekeeping. Drop a like while you're here. And if you're tuning in on other outlets, get over to YouTube and subscribe because the kick giveaways are coming up in a few days. And then we announce February's kick giveaways, but you gotta be subscribed. What's up to everybody who's already in here in the chat? Giuseppe Cataldo wasting no time, dropping in a 3-1 victory prediction, but still has PTSD after that humiliating loss in Coppa Italia. I think we're ready for a bounce back, and the team's doing well with these little blips here and there of doing that. So let's see, Tuna's in here, just finishing up work. Now time to lock in. Love to see it, brother. Great to have you in here. And Mitch coming in here. Hi, Forza Juve. Fino alla fine, my friend. Fino alla fine. And what's up to Abdullah in here as well. Great to see you all. Okay, and we're waiting for the usual suspects. They'll all be jumping in here. But for now, let's go over some starting lineups going into this game. A couple surprises from Luciano Spalletti and pretty much status quo for Lazio. When you look at Lazio, you've got Provedel, Marusic, Gia, Prostegard, Tavares, and that's status quo. In the middle of the field, you got Basic, Cataldi, and Kenneth Taylor. Up top, Isaacson, Maldini leading the front line, and then Pedro out on left wing. So exactly as projected this morning when we went over the match day preview show, exactly the same. When you look at Juventus, let's get into this one right here, okay? So this is your starting lineup. So couple changes here. You've got Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Bremer. Cope Miners will be playing as left center back. Cabal gets the shout as your left back, and that means Cambiaso will slot over to the right side. It's got Locatelli, Thuram, McKennie, Yildiz, and David there, okay? So I really would have loved to have seen Miretti in this one. Not seeing him in there kind of sucks. I think it was a good game for him to get in there. And, of course, we've got a big one coming up against Inter Merda. So I would have liked to see Miretti in this one. Cambiaso continues to get calls and nonstop, regardless of not really delivering a whole bunch, okay? I would have liked to see Miretti in there. But still, this lineup, more than enough there to take care of business against Lazio. Locatelli will be watching him for a clean game because, of course, if he gets caution in this one, he's going to miss the Derby d'Italia against Merda coming up at the weekend. So, again, this is some things we have to take care of going into this game. But a couple changes there from Spalletti. Yeah, we'll see. Cope Miners, that's pretty much the only place he can be used. Cabal will be interesting, and Cambiaso still rolling out there despite not really producing a whole bunch. And again, in an advanced position, an advanced role. Let's see, everybody. With that said, both lineups gone over. Hit me with your predictions here. Let's go, and I'll remind everybody of the ones coming out of the panel. You had Cliff going with a 2-0. Nick Rossi, very, very optimistic in this one. He believes Juve gets an early goal, and if they can do that, they could finish up 4-0 in this game. I'm going 3-0, and I believe that in the celebration with the fans, the stadium's going to be rocking, showing so much love to our 10. Kenan Yildiz, our star boy. I believe he puts on a show today. I'm calling a Yildiz brace, and I'm going to say that that guy that I've been ragging on, Cambiaso, I think he actually scores today. And not against us, for us, 3-0. That's my call, all right? See what some of the thoughts are coming in from the chat. Interesting lineup. Miretti or Zagrova should be on the right side, keeping a 4-2-3-1 for me. Sure. Zagrova, I mean, if you can't start him in this one too, like, I mean, geez, we keep saying that game after game. You can't start him in this one. You can't start him in this one. Maybe there is something to the whole fitness thing, but my God, the intensity and urgency out of Zagrova has to pick up, and the team play really, because it just goes to his ball. The ball goes to his feet, and he's just dead there, just staring and waiting for that 1v1 every single time. So he's got to bring a little bit more. Miretti, though, I feel it's a rough one. He doesn't get the start in this one. Gattuso is also there, keeping an eye on the Italians. Obviously, we've got those qualifiers, those big ones, the playoffs coming up in March. So he's keeping eyes on Cambiaso, Locatelli, and it would have been nice to see Miretti in there for that reason as well. But nonetheless, here we are. That's our lineup. And yes, Abdul, if Loca gets a yellow, he misses the Derby d'Italia. Forza Juve 2-0 prediction. There you go. Reno, great to see you, brother. Great to see you. I have a bad feeling about the match. Placed a bet for Lazio, so I'm looking at a win-win situation. Holy smokes, man. Never bet with the Laziali. 4-0 Juve from DR1S, going on the Nick Rossi prediction there. There you go. We got a few with Cliff as well. Anton M coming in here. 2-0 Juventus. Yildiz and Cabal, the goal scorers. I like 2-0 for the good guys from Vincenzo. Fantastic stuff, man. Fantastic stuff. Mitch believes it's going to be a 4-2 victory for Juventus. All right. All right. Let's go. Wing of Winter, great to see you in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take care of business. We're waiting for this. I believe my feed has just kicked onto it. So I'm just going to load that up and let's take a look. I think we got some questions in here. Does Lazio even have an Italian starting? Daniel Maldini. Daniel Maldini starting for Lazio. I saw some posts about potentially some issues with Kefren Turam, but I cannot see anything on the feed just yet. We'll see if anything changes there. But as of right now, he's still in there in the starting lineup. I saw Tuna come in here saying that he was potentially injured in starting. But yeah, Italians for Lazio, Daniel Maldini. That is basically it for them. All right. Now, do you know why Emil has been sleeping at the Continassa? Because he's yet to find a new home. Boom! There you go. We're going to kick things off with the joke sports. Juve got the jokes, and I appreciate that one. No card distributed on that one. Nicely done. Nicely done. Playing with the name there. 3-1. Yildiz, Cambiaso, and Jonathan David. Another 3-1. Obviously, Giuseppe Cataldi. We've got Pino coming in here. No way Lazio gets 2 goals. It's 3-0 Juve. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. Is only Loca in danger of missing the match against Merda? I actually think there's one other player. We'll have to wait and see. I think Turam might be. Was it Turam or... There's one other player I believe that is also in danger, but I know Locatelli is one of them. We'll probably wait till the feed comes on with the announcers. I'd hope that they have it. I don't have it 100%. There's some shouts in here that McKennie's one of them. There might be 3 because I believe one of Cambiaso or Turam is also in danger, and you have shouts there that McKennie is also in danger. So there you go. We have a few. We have a few. And the game against Lazio being completely clean, chances of that, everybody? I don't know. We'll see. These guys have to have their heads on a swivel and play a very, very smart game. Again, for anybody just jumping in here right now, I'm going to put this up here as well. Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Bremer, Cope Miners, Cabal across the back. Locatelli, Turam, Cambiaso, McKennie, Yildiz, and David round out your lineup. Okay, some say 3-4-2-1 could still be your 4-2-3-1 with Cambiaso taking up a right wing position. We'll obviously see how it plays out. It's kind of been hybrid the entire time anyways, not like your true prototypical 4-2-3-1 regardless, because there is a lot of freedom that these players have in Spalletti's system and setup. So again, it's going to be hybrid one way or another, but that is your starting 11. So a few changes from what was projected. Spalletti usually good for a few changes. There's been some games where he comes out straight status quo, but there you go. Now, there was a super chat distributed on the match day preview, and my apologies, didn't get to highlight it, but thank you very much. All right. It was a bit of a tricky handle there. I obviously can't remember it, but just wanted to say thank you. Appreciate all the love and support, okay? Storm the Barns. You can fire away at any time, all right? Don't waste your time. Fire away. We got a lot in the news, obviously, with the core. That was the highlight of today's match day preview. Locking in on Yildiz, a big sign from the club. And now they're working immediately. Spalletti to follow. McKennie apparently has verbal agreement with Juventus. Kalulu being worked on. Positive discussions with Kefren Taramskamp on extending him 1 year, and same thing as Yildiz, boosting that pay to a better pay wage for the player. All this in the works right now as we speak, okay? Is Lazio an entire team of mutts? Lazio equals Mutt FC. I'll tell you one. Well, obviously, Guendouzi we won't have to deal with. As they said, goodbye. But Marusic is one. I just can't stand this guy's face. He's going to get a preliminary day from me every single time. But an entire team of mutts? I think they got rid of a big one. That's for sure. But, yeah, you know. And even seeing Sarri, that sloth on the side, man, it's going to bring back some Achita for me. But let's take care of business. Skippy is in here, ready to rock. Let's go. Let's go. Watching the warm-up and the lads can't hit the goal. Everything's going straight into the holy God window. Listen, get that out of the way in the warm-up. So when the game comes, these guys are smashing them in the goal, okay? So get that out of the way in the warm-ups. Get it out of the way and then be firing. In all honesty, though, I hate that when I show up to one of my matches and taking the warm-up. And it's so different now than before, you know, the family and kids. When you used to get to the matches early and have a proper warm-up, get ready, take your kicks and dial in the dead ball and just shooting on the run, etc. But like now with the kids, it's like I get there right at game time. It's such a scramble. And when I take the first few kicks, like I get just enough time to get a few kicks on there. And if they're not right, it just drives me nuts. And then you just got to work it out in the game. But what a difference, man. What a difference. But these guys playing all day, every day, training all day, every day. Let's go. Smack that goal. Panda, good evening, AJC fam. Let's go. Great to see you in here, Panda. Always a pleasure, brother. Yavonoso, hello, Juventini. Mamadou, hello Alberto. Today we must win. Forza Juventus. Today we will win, my friend. We will win. Let's take care of business against Lazio. The light show is on at Allianz Stadium. I expect this place to be rocking. Now, we may or may not see some type of recognition, acknowledgement of the renewal of Kenan Yildiz before this game starts. That should fire up the crowd even more, okay? Let's get ready to take care of business. Let's get a little Juve chant going as well. Let's go. I am watching on DAZN. So my feed is DAZN. But it's like, it's funny because over here, DAZN is piggybacked with Fubo. So it's actually Fubo's coverage that DAZN offers as part of their services. It's hilarious, but there you go. Let's go, Juve. Alve Sylvain coming in here. Ciao, boys. Come on now. We need a big performance after that disaster on Thursday. I believe we will get one. And I believe Yildiz steals the show today after what went down with his renewal getting locked up. The beautiful videos. Everything about it was just class. The bench in the middle of Allianz Stadium, him walking up to it, having a seat. The story continues. Fantastically done. But his words raw on just a video to the fans, that short little message that Juventus posted, that was beautiful. Through good times and bad times, we stay together. And I want us to stay together because together we are going to achieve great things. This guy ain't going anywhere. He ain't going anywhere. I have a lot of faith. He's going to be staying for some time. Maestro, my friend, Frank, great to see you. Ciao. Ciao, Berto and Army. Let's go. 2-0 Juve prediction there. Let's go. 4-1 Juve call from Alve Sylvain. Loca with 1. Johnny Calabrese with 1. Yildiz with a brace. Nice. Let's go. The teams are there. They're ready to take the pitch. We're not far from kickoff, everybody. Get those likes up, okay? And subscribe if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? Let's rock. And I love this from Mitch. Bad times, done. Good times ahead. Let's go, baby. All right, one more time for anybody who needs to see it. Here's your starting 11. Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Bremer, Cope Miners, Cabal, Locatelli, Thuram, Cambiaso, McKennie, Yildiz, and David. That is your starting 11 for Juventus. For me, would have loved to have seen Miretti in here. Nonetheless, these are the men called upon, and they're about to take the pitch right now. The team's coming out. By the way, for the official in this match, it's Marco Guida. 218 appearances in Serie A, 5.1 yellows per game, 56 red cards, 80 PKs. The last time we saw him officiate one of our matches was actually that snooze fest of a draw against Milan, 0-0 in October. That's the last time that we saw him officiate one of our matches. So he's going to be getting the call today. And you see Lazio out there, standard baby blues, Juve, ready to rock, the children, the anti-racism tees on. Let's go. Let's go. Cope needs to be shipped. This is the only position he's brought in something to the table in, so I gotta think he's gonna be able to at least have a decent game here today. If not, we got major problems. Sikoko with a great question. What do you think is the biggest flaw or weakness to Kinnan's game? He needs to improve to take that next step. Of course he will improve steadily, but what's that one thing? It kind of goes together, but the only thing I could personally think of, because he is still phenomenal and everything, is just that trying to do a little bit too much at times and that drift to the left side so much. Centrally, and what I mean by not doing so much, if he gets central, he has more opportunities to play off his teammates and not have to beat absolutely everyone in front of him and take advantage of giving goals, etc. That's really it. I think if he's more consistently in the areas where he could do damage, I think that's the next step and he takes off. But he loves to drift to that left side, giving himself more work. That's the only thing I could think of, man. This guy is great. And yes, free kicks. That's really got to be one of them. If he masters the free kicks, he can get the dead ball to become a specialist. That's it. Lights out. Lights out. All right, we're getting ready to rock here. We should look into Hugo Larsson as a sub to Loka Thuram. He's a young talent. All right. I'll look into this guy. All right, everybody with the handshakes and stuff, we're ready to rock. We're ready to get this game rolling. I got to get this clock going. We're ready to fire. Few players with their last minute little prayers, but we're ready to roll. Marco Guida looking for the thumbs up from the keepers. He's ready to blow the whistle. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. We got kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, false start. What a mutt. You can't even get that right. Come on. All right, we do it again. Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Oh, Keelan, big pass into David there. Bobbles around. Unable to lock that in. Rolls to Provedel. All right, we're synced up, ready to go on this live here. Man, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but we had a really good one last game against Coppa Italia. Well, against Atalanta, there were Chico send one sailing in there to Thuram, who almost got onto it. But we've got these little starting the match set pieces that are actually working pretty good. Oh, Yildiz tries to rip one in the center. Oh, yeah. Let's go. More of that. I think he's going to have a hell of a game today on the backside of this. No acknowledgement of the renewal, no celebration for the fans unless they just didn't show it on my airing. But nonetheless, doesn't matter. Take care of business. Lazio on the ball here at the back. Juve applying a little bit of pressure here. Angela is Jonathan David. He goes back to Provedel. Brovsgaard back to Provedel, now to Gia. Trying to get this one all the way up top for Maldini. Hits him. Isaacson now on it. Dribbling at Cabal. Cutting across. Still cutting across. Now sends it over for Nuno Tavares. Pedro on it for Lazio. Cuts inside. Nowhere really to go. McKennie watching him. Cambiaso out there watching the sideline. Gia now inside. Cataldi finding Isaacson. That's won by Juve. Loca, little pass to Thuram. Thuram now flipping it forward for McKennie. Now to the outside for Cambiaso. Working against Nuno Tavares. Pulls up. Goes back for Locatelli. Loca now scanning. Switch field for Cabal. Settles this one. Looking for Yildiz. Little exchange between the two of them. Into Thuram. Back to Coat Miners. He goes across for Bremer. Locatelli right next to him. But Bremer feints right, going back left for Coat Miners. Now to the outside for Yildiz. Working against Isaacson. Back to Coat Miners. Bremer to Locatelli. Forward for Kalulu. Right against that sideline. In for Cambiaso into McKennie. Little 1-2 there between the two of them. Almost like an extra 2 passes there. And Loca trying to spray this one out for Yildiz. Oh, he reads that one. Almost stripped it. But he does still win it back for us. Touch to Cabal. Now to Thuram. Back to Cabal. Into Locatelli. Right at the halfway line. Now to Bremer. To Kalulu. Doesn't open up on the touch. Turns back towards Di Gregorio. Into Locatelli now. Loca trying to go over the top. Missing David there. Looked like he thought David was going to make a run there. And Lazio lets it roll all the way to Provedel. Now plays it forward for Prostigard to Cataldi. The two exchange. Back to Prostigard. Yeah, can only get forced back to Provedel. David closing him off. Taking away his right side. Plays it to the left there. Tavares on it. Forward for Pedro. Touch back to Tavares. Nowhere to really go. Played forward, and that's cut off and forced them back. McKennie now putting pressure on Prostigard. Over to Gia that David's going to close down. And a little play inside, and now they have a little bit of space. Prostigard can carry forward for Lazio. Pedro now with a big switch field, and Cabal heads it down. Miners coming in there, but Digre comes out, collects. Quickly rolls it out to Cabal on that left flank. 4 minutes in here. And Juve starting things off with possession. Miners into Cabal. Little touch forward here for Yildiz. Touch back to Cabal. He's got a player all over him. Yildiz in the end just plays it back safely to Coat Miners. He's going to swing it over for Bremer. Lazio with a decent little press here. Right across the front. David tries to settle that one for McKennie. Just missed him. Trying to lay it in front of him on the one touch. All right. Lazio on the restart with the ball. Gia at it at the back. He's scanning. Nowhere really to go. Ball finds its way to Marusic on the outside. Little touch there from Isaacson. And they are going to call a foul on that. It's late on the call from Marco Guida, but Isaacson gets the benefit out of the doubt on that one. Bremer challenging there with Daniel Maldini. Does get the ball loose, and then Cope Miners picks it up. Over to Locatelli, to Kalulu. Getting pressed quickly by Pedro. Plays it back to Di Gregorio. So Lazio definitely pressing us. Making life difficult to build up from the back. Digre into Thuram. Little touch over to Kalulu's got a little bit of space to carry forward now. Pulls up. Back for Thuram. Thuram now over to Locatelli. Over to Cope Miners. Into Yildiz. Finding Thuram. Thuram now trying to make that one over to Cambiaso, but it's just short, and Tavares cuts it out. Into Prosgard, back to Provedel. Gia's over there on his right, but he feints and goes to Prostigard. McKennie watching him. And the ball finds its way again back to Provedel. Mario Gia on it. Nowhere to really go for Lazio. Gia on it now. David chasing him. Yildiz closes down. Back for Marusic into Isaacson. Inside and popped over the top. But Bremer's going to clean this one up easily. There is chase there from Maldini. Di Gregorio now thinks to go route one. David tries to win that aerial. He can't. Lazio coming back at us. Little touch there, and Kalulu cuts it off. Now plays it forward for Cambiaso. He's got pressure on his back there. He is going to earn the throw-in for Juventus. You look at Luciano Spalletti. Hands in the pocket on the cloak there. Pretty calm. It's only 7 minutes in. Great to see you, Dan. Great to see you in here. Am I excited about the Yildiz signing? I loved it. Love every second of it. Had to happen. It's a no-brainer. Cope Miners. Over to Cabal. Back to Cope Miners. To Thuram. Back to Cope. Into Thuram again. Now over to Locatelli. And Loca trying to go over the top, trying to find Kalulu there, who was moving up that byline. Nuno Tavares trying to keep that one in. He doesn't keep it in. It's a throw-in for Juventus. Sorry. Voldemort gets up out of the bench there. Cope Miners into Yildiz. Pops it over the top for Cambiaso. Plays it back to Yildiz. Lovely touch from Yildiz. Cambiaso! The shot is weak. Easily handled by Provedel. But a good positive move between Cambiaso and Yildiz. I'm watching on a TV. I got my Mac here and I got a TV directly above it. So I'm watching on a TV. Di Gregorio launching this one for Kefren Thuram. That's cut off by Lazio. Locatelli, though, cleans it up. Heads it away from Isaacson to Cabal. Carries it forward. That's a terrible touch. That's cleaned up. But it will be Juventus throw. Cope Miners over to Bremer. Bremer now to Kalulu. He's Going to try to send this one forward, looking Cambiaso's way, but he can't keep it in play. A throw-in coming up for Lazio. Not a whole bunch in this opening 10 minutes. Very much Juve on the ball, just trying to get a feel for where they could potentially create some lanes or some avenues to attack Lazio. Lazio definitely moving their players forward and trying to make life difficult for us to build up from the back when we do have the ball in our final third. Yildiz can't clean that up from Mario Gia, but now he's going to try to get engaged here out on the right flank for Lazio. Back to Provedel, and he goes route one, but this one sails out of bounds. A throw-in coming up for Juve. Cabal looking for a ball. He's going to quickly play it in, most likely to Cope Miners at the back here. But I got to stare at Voldemort here. There we go. So he throws it back to Co-Miners, gives it to Bremer. Bremer trying to go forward for Cambiaso. He does find him, being watched by Tavares. Cambiaso wants to switch the field, cut off by Marusic. Isaacson now collects, and he goes all the way back to Provedel. Trying to hit Yildiz to try and get him in these 1v1 scenarios out there, but so far, trying to hit him on those long passes isn't hitting. Gia now up for Isaacson, being watched by Cabal. Cabal's got good wheels there. Cutting off Isaacson, back to Di Gregorio. Little touch. Was going to play it to Kalulu, but he's pinned back by Pedro. Sends it forward. McKennie, little touch over for Cambiaso. And he moves over to our right flank. Slides it back for Kalulu. Plays it into Locatelli. Now opens up and sends it to Cope Miners on the left side. He has Cabal drifting forward on that left flank. Yildiz directly ahead of him. Talked about that. And Yildiz just staying tight and sucking into that flank. He's got nowhere to go when that happens. Oh, David's going to be offside here. Finishes it for good measure anyways, but he's offside. We got Ferraro in the stands and he's awake. What was the over-under on that one? Gia now looking to launch this one to Pedro, and he launches that one well ahead of him. Pedro disgusted by that pass. Bremer over to Cope Miners, now to Cabal. Back to Cope. Cope to Locatelli. Over to Thuram. To Thuram again. Into Yildiz. Oh, great pass into David. A little bit too delayed there from David. I don't know how much time he thinks he has because our game is very slow right now. Very predictable. Isaacson tees up a shot and that's blocked at the top of the 18. And Cambiaso then steps into Tavares there, claiming he's got last touch on it, but nothing doing. It's going to be Lazio throw. Lazio playing it all the way back. Missing Provedel. He has to drop back into his area to collect here. And then sends it route one. Cope Miners heads it down. Yildiz is going to settle that one. Now back for Cope Miners again. Guys, you got to move. This is way too slow. Cabal gets it here. He's got no options. Like, there's certain guys, when we get it to the flank here, there's zero options. You got to move. You got to move the legs. You got to move the ball quickly. This tempo is way too slow. Cope now trying to go route one for McKennie. That's headed down by Proscigar, but Cambiaso steps into it, settles it. Tries to hit David with a pass. It's cut off, but Lazio errant with their pass, and now Juve pounces on it. Locatelli into Yildiz, running at the area. Left-footed shot, that's blocked. Settled, and Isaacson just clears it for good measures. Di Gregorio is going to come well out here to settle this one down. Play it forward for Cope Miners. Into Thuram, little exchange between the two. Now sends it over for Bremer on the right side. Bremer scanning. Into the feet of McKennie. Little touch forward, but Cambiaso was actually moving behind McKennie. Pedro now running back at Kalulu. Sent on the carpet here for Isaacson. Tries to get around. We clean it up, and oh my God, a lot of short passing in there in a dangerous area, but we do come away unscathed. Locatelli now finding McKennie up that right flank. He's dribbling it forward, dribbling it central. Now slots it over for Thuram. Yildiz is there to his left. He cuts into the area, gives it to Yildiz. Yildiz moves to his right, feints back to his left, pops it over to the back post, and nobody makes a move. How does nobody go back post? Even if he's going to shoot, the potential for a rebound. We're all watching. Oh my God, man. Bremer just gets megged there from Isaacson, but then cleans up. Here's a cross coming in. Thuram heads it down. Lazio clears only as far as Loca. Settles it to the left for Kalulu. Played forward for Cabal. Cabal trying to line up a cross. Ends up going back to Kalulu. Kalulu's going to have a go. That's a great one. Bremer forces a save from Provedel. Holy smokes. And that's a ball from Kalulu. I gave him credit today on the pregame show saying, I don't know if you've noticed, but the last couple games, his crossing quality has been top drawer right there. Bremer puts it way too close to Provedel, unfortunately. But there you go. Warning shot fired. Now we got a corner kick. Let's see if we can bag one here, everybody. Cross coming in. It's called Miners. Delivered. It's actually a good one. It's cleared. Now to Isaacson. He's going to try to head it out. Kalulu's going to settle this one. So we could keep Lazio pinned still here. Back to Locatelli. And now going over the top, looking Cambiaso's way. And he misses the mark. Marusic sees it out for a goal kick. Kalulu has been 2 levels above last season. He's picking up the cross quality, I'll tell you that, and we needed that desperately. Nobody's been able to send in dangerous balls, but those were both back-to-back. Good one from Cope Miners, good one from Kalulu. And great to see you in here, Koki, by the way. Provedel. Over. Mario Gia. And that's cut off by Cope Miners. Played forward. Headed down by David. Yildiz tries to pounce on that one. The clearance hits the official. It's going to be a drop ball. Drop ball, possession goes to Lazio, even though I'm pretty sure we were cutting that ball off if the ref doesn't get in the way. That's all right. And Dan Davenport dropping his prediction in here on 2-0. Gia plays this one back for Provedel. David closing in, taking away the right side. This one's on the carpet. Pressure, boys. Pressure. Yildiz going to get there on this one. Heavy touch. He's deep in the corner now. Does very well. Great use of the body into Thuram. Slots it across here for Cambiaso. Oh, forces a corner kick as Tavares blocks his cross. Did all right there. I probably would have just slotted it back for Kalulu and let him have another cross. But that's okay. Corner kick is all right. Again, 2 players heading over there. I hate having multiple players on corner kicks. See if we can latch on to this one. Bremer looks to be getting back to being that aerial beast that he was pre-injury. Cope Miners sending one in. This one, not as good as the first one. Edit back, and Provedel comes out and collects. It is still in play. So there won't be another corner kick to follow up. Pedro on it here into Cataldi. Proshgard. Lazio. Nowhere to really go. Keeps playing it to the back. It's into Gia. Now he can only go to Marusic. Closed down quickly by Cambiasso. Ball still in play. Now into Thuram. Little touch to David. Plays in. Yildiz couldn't quite break free there. Cabal has to step into Isaacson there. He's going to take a foul for his troubles there, but he challenged and made sure he wasn't getting around him at the very least. Isaacson making a real meal out of it. It's a foul. It's nothing crazy. You didn't get shot in the chest. Take it easy. Pump the brakes. "20 minutes in, everybody. 0-0 between Juventus and Lazio. A lot of ball for Juve. Couple chances. Best one of the game so far. Off the head of Bremer. Big stop by Provedel. Cataldi to the outside here. Maldini working up that flank. Drops it back. Cataldi to Mario Gia. Pedro has drifted over to the right side into Isaacson. Back to Pedro. He goes back to Mario Gia. Has Prostegard there, but goes inside into the middle. Now over the top of Cabal. Heads it down. Misses Yildiz, as he would have been off to the races a bit. No foul there. Now Yildiz has it, but he's going to get swarmed immediately. Does see it out. Does earn a throw-in at the very least. Cabal on in now, and he goes backwards for Co-Miners. Into Locatelli. Back to Co-Miners. Over to Cabal. He opens up. Looks upfield. Now drops back to Locatelli. Loca over to Bremer. McKennie was in a little bit of a pocket there. Both of those players previously didn't take a chance at getting it into him. McKennie now into Kalulu. Up forward for Cambiasso. Cambiasso up the line now. Jonathan David. Jonathan David, everything to see up top. Tries to send this one in the path of Kalulu, but it's just too close to Provedel. Kalulu just keeps those runs going. Prostegard into Cataldi. He turns, looks upfield. David slowly closes him down. He sends it over to the left for Tavares. Pedro now back to Prostegard. Carries it forward. And now looking for a big switch field. Finding Isaacson, working against Cabal. Beats to the inside, and Co-Miners, good job to come in and clean it up. We got a corner kick to contend now. 22 minutes, 12 seconds in here, 0-0. Corner kick coming here. Just waiting. Here comes the delivery. Basic. Oh, it's a hard one. It's a good one, but it is cleared. Lazio throw-in coming up. Yeah, that was a hard cross coming in here. Gia now to Prostegard. Tavares on the left, up to Pedro. Back now. Taylor to Prostegard. To Gia. And he always throws his hands up. He's got nowhere to go with this thing. Prostegard now settles it for Cataldi. They can only go back to Provedel. Lazio not really finding any lanes or ways to attack. It's pretty much going to be try and hit some 1v1s with the outsides and Pedro or even Isaacson. Here's Maldini making a move forward, and that's picked up by Cambiasso into Locatelli. He earns a foul there, and Juve can regroup. He's going to pass this one over to the left flank here. It's Co-Miners now up for Cabal. He's got an opportunity to look upfield here. To Thuram. Into Locatelli. To Bremer. Back for Loca. To Miners. Carry forward. Let's go. Move this ball around quickly. Into Cabal. Little touch in for David. Turn. Into Cabal. Little touch into McKennie. He slows up. That's a foul in the area. Foul on Cabal. Yildiz missing David there. We got to take a look here. Over to Kalulu now. Cross coming in. That's a good one. Oh, Yildiz settles that one. Drops it for Miners. Miners! Kikatsu boy! Finalmente! Finally! Miners! That's one! Kikatsu! How many times we talk about being the trailing man, getting up, having some shots. This guy has turned into a left center back. We have a whole lot going on right now. The arm is up from the official right now for an offside. Yildiz settles, does wonderful. Just wait for Miners to come in. It's because of Thuram being offside. Providel's complaining. Now they're going to look at that call. Is he distracting? But look at this play. You go back and take a look at Cabal in there. Challenge is out in front of him, man. Wouldn't that be something for a guy like Cabal? They take it away for something like this. Let's take a look here. But Thuram is right there. It takes a deflection off the defender anyways. It hits Marusic. Goes through the legs of Thuram. So you call that? Go back and look at the play on Cabal then. Oi! Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be joking me. You gotta be joking me. Okay, you're gonna call that offside rule. That's a rule, whatever. Nothing for the Cabal thing? Nothing? Holy shit. Amo fatti coi cazzi, ma vaffanculo. Incredible, you guys. Incredible. And that's a shame for Miners, man, because he needs that goal like a crackhead needs a hit, man. I'm telling you. Like, he needed that one. Keep pressing, lads. Keep pressing. You'll get him back after this nonsense. Thuram now on it here. Just take the easy pass to McKennie. He comes back and wins it at least. It's at the feet of Bremer now. Up to Cambiaso. Plays it back for Kalulu. He's probably just going to go back to Di Gregorio. A little bit of a press coming from Lazio. Unbelievable. They don't even look at just the slide in on Cabal. No play for the ball. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. McKennie tries a spinning little flick on there. It goes off Lazio player for a throw-in. 28 minutes, 6 seconds. Miners finds back of the neck, ruled off for offside. Thuram distracting Providel, being in the line of sight. Miners up ahead for David. David now drops it off for Yildiz. Yildiz now to Thuram. Thuram scanning. Guys, quicker ball movement. Let's go. Let the ball do the work. Move it around. Bremer quickly to the outside. Kalulu makes that run. There you go. Little touch in, but Cambiaso. You gotta be quick. David takes a little piece off Tavares there. And they're screaming for cards. Fuck off. You already got a gift, man. You already got a gift. Fuck off with looking for these cards and all this lobbying and bullshit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just because Thuram is in the line of sight there. That's frustrating. That's okay. Miners, you're a left center back now. Your midfielder days are done. Marusic back to Gia. David, put him under. Come on. Put him under. Forces him to go route one. Bremer now going up. Maldini going up. And it goes behind both of them. Co-Miners cleans it up to Kalulu. Little touch forward for Cambiaso. Cambiaso now. What the hell? Missing the switch by Mal. Too much, you guys. Less is more. Keep it simple. Just move the ball properly with good tempo and pace. That's fucking crazy, though. Awful pass back from Taylor. See if Juve can capitalize. Cambiaso takes a throw in up for Kalulu. He turns inside. Now drops it back off for Bremer. You got Co-Miners there. Gives it to Co-Miners. Over to Cabal on the left flank. Nah, forward, man. Forward. Off of David there. Thuram has an advantage there. Over to Bremer now. Advantage will be gone. Plays it forward. It's Cambiaso. Cuts inside. There you go. Keep it moving. Move the ball. Que cazzo. Co-Miners now. Kalulu make that run on the outside on that corner. Into Yildiz. Yildiz working against his man. To Thuram. Little slot in. Yildiz saves it. Out to Cabal. Get a cross in. It's a garbage cross in from Cabal. David now goes up. Does well to keep that in play and keep it for Juve. Oh, Cambiaso, good play back post. McKennie can't put it towards goal. Kalulu on it now. Pops it over the top. Cambiaso in there, but he can't get ahead to it. Cleared out by Lazio, and Co-Miners steps into that one. It didn't miss by much. Holy shit. Co-Miners got his shooting boots on today. He goes, Berto, I heard what you've been saying about me, and it's time to score some goals, but he's firing. My God, that one skims the short side post. Not by much. Marusic and Gia now just put under by David, and Yildiz only go as far as Co-Miners. Now plays it over the top. McKennie easily beat to this ball. He's got to get strong there. 31 minutes, 52 seconds. It's 0-0. But Juve slightly cranking things up a little bit more now. Marusic on it to Isaacson. And that's one back. David now a little touch to Thuram. Played forward for McKennie. On your horse, buddy. Oh my God. Yellow card, man. It's a fucking easy one too. McKennie trying to shake off a stinger there, limping off. Got to put some weight on that and shake it off. Locatelli looking to take this set piece. We're overloaded on the right side. He goes to the carpet for Co-Miners. Now delivered back post. That's a good one. Bremer heads over goal. We've seen that set piece before where Miretti drops in. Loca plays it to him and then he sends one back post. Now we see it with Locatelli and Co-Miners. So this is definitely off the training grounds. And they're much better set pieces. A little bit of danger coming. Bremer cutting this one off into Thuram. Oh, come on, Kef. Come on, Kef. Basic on it now for Lazio. Drops it off to Marusic. Who do I got in the Super Bowl? To be honest, in a perfect world, neither one of these teams wins the Super Bowl, but I think the Seahawks are going to take it. Cabal pulls up, gives it to Thuram. Over to Locatelli, back to Thuram, to Loca again. It's going to carry forward a bit. Into McKennie, over to Cabal. Whoa, flat on his feet there. The ball gets away, but he closes down on Cataldi, forces him just to go right back to Locatelli. Settles it. Back for Co-Miners. Over to Bremer. To Kalulu. Opens up. Now to Cambiaso. Oh, there you go. Closed down by Prostigard. Now Tavares has a little bit of room to run back at Juve. In the middle of the pitch here. Basic over to Isaacson working against Locatelli. And that's cut off. And then the shot high and follow up by Basic. Oh, McKennie. Ekikats. Marusic up for Isaacson, into Basic, back to Marusic, back to Mario Gia. David going to close down slowly, sent out for Nuno Tavares. He settles it. Cambiaso watching him, plays it forward for Pedro. Pedro now backing up Cambiaso. Nuno Tavares moves forward, played in for Daniel Maldini. Maldini now drifting to that left flank. Ball finds itself between Pedro and Cataldi with a couple exchanges. Now Pedro to the outside. Taylor for Tavares. Back to Taylor. Into Cataldi. Now you have Gia on it. Over for Prostigard. Played forward. Great read from Kalulu. Up forward for David. David off to the races. Got Yildiz there. Can't send him. Plays it over to Cabal. Cabal now. Just give the ball to Yildiz for fuck's sakes, man. Loca to Bremer. Like, if Yildiz has one player on him, even if his back's towards him, I'm still going to give him the ball. Like, it's not going to be a problem. And now my feed is completely cut off, everybody. What on earth has happened? Completely. It just says you are offline. Mavafankul. Okay, we're back. Yildiz in the area, off to Cope Miners, cross coming in. Oh, we can't head it towards goal. It's cleared out. It's going to be a Juventus throw here. Cope Miners set to take. Loca over to Thuram, to Bremer. Go, ay, Bremer. Locatelli keeps it in play. Maki Katsewai. Loca trying to spray this one over for Cambiaso. Does find target. Back to Kalulu. To Locatelli. Now up forward for Thuram. Takes a little hack in the leg. Oh, nice pick from Yildiz. Thuram. Have a hit. Oh, over for Cambiaso. Ah, shots blocked. Yildiz settles it though. Tee it up, man. Can't get it to sit. Oh, boys. Holy fuck. Way to turn something positive into an absolute shit show. Fucking way too many passes. Somebody shoot the fucking ball. Fuck. Oh, that shit makes my blood boil, ladies and gentlemen. Way too pretty, Frankie. Way too pretty. Have a fucking crack. Blast the ball, follow it up. Let's go. Fire this thing. Cabal battling with Isaacson there. Bremer pops it up to the top of the area. Holy shit show. We come away unscathed, thankfully. Madonna mia. Thuram. To Yildiz, and the pass is an absolute muffin, gets cut out. Oh my god, Coleman. What on earth, you guys? What are we doing here? Che cazzo? I see you there, Nadia, with the predictions on Galatasaray, with the predictions on the Derby d'Italia. Let's wait for it to get a little bit sooner and we see what situations arise around the matches and the lineups and everything. It's a bit early. It's a bit early. Let's deal with this one right now, my friend. Let's deal with this 3 points. 40-minute. Pedro turning in the inside. Kalulu takes a foul there. Advantage given to Lazio. Ball finds its way to Nuno Tavares up the left flank. Carries it forward, pulls up. Now it's going to drop back for Taylor into Cataldi. Cataldi to Basic. Now to Pedro. Pedro drifting all over the place, trying to find pockets of space to actually be able to generate something for Lazio. He's got his hands, throws them up when he gets the ball as he's got zero options. Gia now into Maldini. Maldini up forward for Tavares. Here comes a cross low and hard. Right across goal. Rolls out over the end line on the opposite side. And Di Gregorio will set up a goal kick. Isaacson had steps there on Cope Miners too, so that's a little nerve-wracking. Looks like Basic is down for Lazio. Looks like Lazio does have to go to the bench. Basic is going to be helped off the pitch here. Passage comes in, back into play. Juve on possession here. Miners over to Locatelli. Loca now pops it over the top to Cambiaso. Cambiaso settles right against that line. Played forward for Kalulu. He's going to size up across. Here comes. That's a good delivery. Oh my God. And we don't put that one on goal. David and Thuram both there. Man, Kalulu's crossing is just on fire right now. That's a beautiful delivery. David, that one's got to go on target, brother. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. You're going to want that one back, man. That one's got to go on target. Brilliant crosses from Kalulu, man. In the back from Maldini on Locatelli. Not even advantage given from Guida, who's an absolute muck. Cabal now going up the sideline for David. Battling with Mario Gia. Oh, trying to get that corner on him. Tries to have it off of him in the end. That's off of him. Juve throw. Great work from Jonathan David there. Good battling. McKennie's going to walk over to this one. We got a long throw coming up. Just over a minute left in the first half here. It's still 0-0. Yeah, channeling Lord Deschilio with these crosses. They're money, man. Holy. Over the past few games, his crossing's been fantastic. Provedel way out right now. Threatening this long throw from McKennie. He's at the close edge of the 6. And McKennie going right towards it. Thuram can't keep it in. Damn. All right, 44 minutes, 15 seconds. So 45 seconds, a little bit of added time. And then we were going to hit halftime. Ball played forward by Lazio. Nothing. Dude, come on, Kalulu. Like, faster, guys. Faster. Why are we so fucking slow? Like, you dominate the possession and our game just becomes so slow because it's like we get comfortable that we're just on it. You gotta move the ball. Let it do the work. Fangul. Nobody continuing. Run so slow. The play. Come on, you guys. Pick it up. Get the legs moving. Should probably see like 2 minutes of added time. That is what it is. 2 minutes of added time here at the half. Big switch field here. Look at Nuno Tavares' way. Can't keep it in play. Cambiasso, look at it quickly take the throw in. Drops it forward. Locatelli. Locatelli now being pressured. Plays it over to Co-Miners. Co-Miners now. Out to Cabal. Cuts inside. Now drops it back off for Co-Miners and we miss the mark. You got to slow down and retreat. To Locatelli now. Locatelli now to Thuram. Thuram in the path of Cabal. That's cut off by Mario Gia. Good challenge there. 1 minute practically gone from added time. We got another minute to go here. Co-Miners here. Over to Bremer. Bremer now to the outside for Kalulu. Come on, boys. The play's in the middle there. Fuck, you take that extra touch, that extra look, that extra second, and then it's gone. Everything has to stop, and you got to recycle. Co-Miners into Locatelli. Stripped by Maldini. It's like he never knew where he was. And it's in the back of the fucking net, just like that. One mistake. How does he not know where the guy is? You got two other guys there just fucking standing there. One fucking giveaway and it's in the back of our net. One fucking giveaway, man. One fucking giveaway. I don't fucking understand it, but you got Bremer and Co-Miners there. How does Locatelli not know that this guy is fucking on his back and he's about to strip him of it? How does he not fucking know this? Fucking incredible. Fuck. Unbelievable. It's disaster to come out of this half 1-0 down. It's an absolute disaster. And then the shot's blocked too by Bremer and goes in short side as D-Gray dives. Fuck's sakes. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. But you play... It's too slow. Get things fucking moving. Yildiz now to the outside for Cabal. And he just trying to force a cross in here. Now getting beat over the top. Co-Miners has to step in. Marusic in the path here. Locatelli wins it back. This half's going to blow down pretty quick here. Over to Kalulu. To Thuram. Look at these plays. Get the ball moving. Get your legs going, boys. Look at how slow this game is. Holy fuck. Oh my god, man. This is so infuriating, man. This is infuriating. That's a brutal fucking giveaway. A brutal fucking giveaway. I don't understand. Oh, man. I tell you. Okay. Let's hash this one out, ladies and gentlemen, because that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous, okay? Statistically speaking, in this game, 56% possession for Juventus. 2 big chances created on 11 attempts. They had 4 total attempts. And of course, they scored a goal. One fucking giveaway that was so bad and so stupid. And we were unable to recoup. Terrible stuff. Unbelievable. You got to have the presence of mind there. And your teammates got to be screaming. They must have been screaming at Loca there. You cannot lose that fucking ball there. But furthermore, you can't let it end up in the back of your net. Jesus. We got a goal called back on Co-Miners there for the famous offside call where players are in line of sight for the keepers. And then you get a no call on Cabal in there, which looked to be very, very suspect on the challenge. Nonetheless, Juve's got enough of the ball at 56%. We have 11 opportunities. We have 2 big chances. It's time to take it to Lazio. This game is there for the taking, okay? But you got to get on top of them, all right? You have to get on top of them. What are some of the changes we can make at this half? Is there anybody that needs to leave immediately in this game? Oh, man. But see, I hear shouts for Miretti being made to get him into this game. But I'm going to be quite honest, man. This might be the game where you slide Yildiz over, and if you want to move Cambiasso, take Cabal off, move McKennie over, etc. But I want Yildiz in the middle. Maybe you bring Boga on to the left before we look to Miretti. I'd probably go this route, looking at this game. There are shouts for Zagrova to come on. He hasn't brought in enough. He hasn't brought in enough to get me to be like, yeah, he needs to come in right this second. But right now, yeah, man, I don't know. Somebody's got to get Yildiz in the middle. But my God, man, we're doing the right things. And the guys are ripping them from the top of the area. But you had a beautiful sequence there. And what did I say? Sometimes it's what? It's too cute when you're looking at execution. Fucking little pass here, little touch here, little... Shoot the damn ball. Shoot the fucking ball. That's the message at halftime. Boys, get on top of these guys. You're all over them. But fire the damn ball when you're in shooting range. Jesus. Way too much overthinking. Way too much overthinking. Okay? But my goodness, man. To come out of that game 1-0 down, out of that half, is a disaster. Okay? Awful, awful turnover. But Jesus, we started to slow down into a lull. And to be fair, we played a lot of that half very, very slow. Let the ball do the work. There is time, there is space there. Start moving the ball properly, but you need a little more threat up top. McKennie hasn't really been doing much in this game. I mean, the guy could probably use a rest too. I don't see any harm in taking him out, to be honest. Cambiasso, you could take him off. Cabal, you could take him off. Between these players, I'm not saying take all of them out, but I would take one at least immediately at the half to make some type of a change. Yeah, I think you need a little bit of more threat up top. It's a little bit too safe. So whether that be Boga, whether that be Zagrova, whether that be Chico Conceição, who could offer you something here, you got to get somebody in. But we did have the best chances of the half. Snake-bitten. Bremer puts a header a little bit too close to Provedel. Cope Miners did score, doing the right thing, shooting, and then he also missed one short side. The opportunities are there. But for me, get Kalulu crossing this ball. His crosses are absolutely wonderful this game. Start throwing in the mix there. And if you're going to keep all these bigger guys out there, let them have a chance. Let McKennie have a chance. Let Cabal have a chance. So start getting the ball out to Kalulu. Let him fire. Let Locatelli, Cope Miners worry about cleaning up the garbage. But pick something and go with it and get on top of them and get after this one. That's just my 2 cents. Yildiz central, Boga on the left. I like it. I like it. I'd say Miretti will offer us something, but where's our goal coming from? Look, I wanted to see Miretti at the start of this game. I think I kind of want to see Boga immediately in here just to get that threat on both outsides. Try and get that threat going on both sides. But get Yildiz a little bit more freedom and space inside in the middle. Try to work something out there. But yeah, somebody's going to have to be sacrificed. There's a lot of different ways Spalletti could do this. So we got to see. Yes, it was a brutal giveaway. Locatelli, we're going to ignore 20-something matches on the trot here for this, and he'll be scapegoated if we don't pull a victory in this one. I get it. I've seen it all before with a million other players. Shit happens, boys. Shit happens. The fact of the matter is you got to execute. We did not execute against Atalanta, and there's moments in here where our execution isn't to the level that it needs to be. This game should have at least one goal for Juventus right now in it, and it does not. At least one goal out of that half. The execution is piss fucking poor. Who's more ancient, Skanga or Pedro? Skanga's like 1,000 years old, brother. Cabal offers us nothing in igniting Yildiz down that flank. There is a little bit of something going on that we have to take a look at. And, I mean, you have to look at it because the left side, again, when Yildiz is out there and he's stopped dead on that flank, staring back, moving back, these other guys aren't figuring out and they're not getting in rhythm. I'm not saying that that's, like, they just have to figure out a way to mesh with this guy. Cambiasso sure as fuck can't do it. It hasn't been working. And I thought if you saw two sequences in that first half where you see Yildiz move centrally and then Cambiasso was moved central from the right side, they actually mixed up with each other and gave each other a couple give and goes. And we found some level of attack and found a little bit of a rhythm where we could run at them. There is something about Yildiz hugging this flank that nobody can come in and find the space to actually overlap them, to actually give them that space. So they have to cut inside. The problem is when you're asking an outside player to move forward and cut inside of you, it does nothing with the defenders. They just simply stay put and you have nowhere to go. So it's not doing Yildiz any favor. And I'm done with people hearing that, hey, Yildiz, that's where he likes to play. I don't give a fuck where he likes to play. What I give a fuck about is getting him in the position to do the most damage and be the best. There is a dysfunction on the left flank with him hugging that line. He needs to take up the pockets of space better, slightly inside, and it will also allow those outside players to overlap to take a defender away. So he has a little bit less work to do. It's painful to watch because it's not going to matter who you put out on that left. All they're going to do is not an overlap because you're not on the outside of him. You're moving on the inside, and it just keeps defenders exactly in position as to where they are. But that's not defending Cabal. Cabal is like all over the place, man. It's up and down. It's up and down. It's a bit of a yo-yo performance because it's just like good, bad, everything in between. That's kind of what's happening with Cabal. So not taking that away from him, that he's got to step it up. He's got to do better, okay? Now, I do like Cabal. He's a mix of you need as a modern fullback. He's got lungs, physicality, speed, technically sound, good crossing, decent when building up in a goal threat. The best sequences that you had there in the first half with Cabal, go take a look at it. Where was Yildiz? Inside. He gets forward. He gives that option. He makes good runs forward. He can create things up there, but again, it's got to line up. When he moves inside centrally, nobody can even find him. Nobody can even see these runs that these players make when they have to cut inside. There's nowhere to go. And if you're not even going to take a shot at it, what's the fucking point? You're not moving a defense, and you're not getting the ball. There's literally nothing happening with that. Are Juve getting screwed by the officials? That goal called back was so horseshit, and Cabal was also dragged down. Even Locatelli had his jersey pulled on the goal. I'm a little surprised they didn't at least take a look on that. They're probably, with the Cabal situation there, they're probably just ruling that he went down over him, etc. But I mean, the guy clearly cuts in with no play on the balls. The ball's left. It's something to at least look at, I feel. The offside goal with Thuram, we've seen that called a million times. That's the rule. It's a rule. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day still, though, pull through. There's enough fucking chances there for us to score on these guys. Come on. Come on. It's Murphy's Law season for Cope Miners when his banger goal was called back due to the weakest offside interpretation to exist. He doesn't want to play there. He wants to play where he scores. Yeah, so where the fuck does he score? He's not scoring from the fucking flank, or he's going to have to beat 5 guys every time he's out there. Waste of time and energy. I'd have preferred to see Cambiasso on the left and Home on the right. Cabal isn't quite up to it today. He's all over the place, man. Some good, some bad. Like I said, up and down, all over the place. When will this corruption stop? Thuram is not blocking Provedel. Either way, it should be a Cabal pen. We should just leave the field today. It's not our fault. You know, it's a pain in the ass. I mean, they're going to have a lot to discuss about. We've already seen how many times in the past couple of years, 4 times, where the officials have literally come out after a game and literally admitted that there was a mistake, a big mistake that directly impacts the matches. It's going to be interesting to hear them talk about this one and the defense on that play. But for me, he comes in, he's late because the ball is already left, and he goes through the legs and Cabal goes down and it's in the area. People will say it's probably chintzy, whatever, because he could have tried to avoid him, etc. But all that is for naught because the play's moving at full speed. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But no, leaving the field, quitting, shit like that, no. But keep shining a light on it and tally up the points and shine a light on how many mistakes that they have made it each time that they admit it. And let's keep the track on that one. All of our recent losses look the exact same. We start dominating, can't score, and our momentum drops, and inevitably the opposition scores. I talked about this during that first half. It's infuriating. It's infuriating. You play well, but again, you get so comfortable that you're on the ball this much that all of a sudden the level just drops, and it drops, and you get slower and slower and slower, and stupid shit like what happened there between Locatelli, Cope Miners, Bremer, like stupid shit like that happens when we slow right down into like this fucking lull where we're practically sleepwalking. That's how it happens. Every single time. They have to keep the level going. Tempo is critical. I don't give a shit if you're comfortable because you got 56% of the ball. Guess what? Get 70% of the ball. Get on top of them. Create problems. But again, we did create chances. There were opportunities for us to score. And you got to hope in the second that we can actually get on top of Lazio and swarm them. But my God, ruthlessness. I talked a lot about this against Atalanta in the Coppa Italia. You have got to be ruthless. If you have a line of sight on goal, fire the damn ball. I will give Cope Miners full credit today because he is ripping the damn ball every chance he gets, and that needs to happen. Okay? Absolutely needs to happen. With good headers, Kalulu would have had 3 perfect assists today. His crossing has been fantastic. Fuck the refs, but this game, I don't think we're getting robbed or anything. Goal rightfully disallowed. We should score. We're gonna get back in here, lads. Pedro Esbanda. Do you think we should risk and go Openda and David? No. I'd put threats on the outsides to push them back deep, and the trailing run is always there for us, but these guys got to shoot the fucking ball. So I'd keep things as it goes. And to be honest, oh man, I'd make a slight change with one of the Kabala fullback or Cambiasso there, and I'd look to get like a Boga in, and McKennie, I'd keep him out there to push and get his body in the area so that we can get some headers going. But Kalulu should be throwing cross in there. And we've got the cleanup on him too. Lazio's going to make a switch as Dele Bashiru's going to come in for Basic, who did get injured in that first half but gritted his teeth. So let's see what happens here. I don't go Openda and David though. Zhegrova has come on, so Zhegrova gets the call. Zhegrova gets the call. getting ready for the second half here. They're waiting to allow Zhigrova to get on the pitch. So Cabal's going to be the one sacrificed. Zhigrova's going to be the one to enter the pitch. And what a time, man, to make a statement. We got second half. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Let's turn this around, baby. Into Baciru. Maldini off a blocked clearance that falls right to his feet. This is unbelievable. Pressure here. Cambiasso wins it. Gets it to Yildiz. Now Loca just clears it route one. David with a little bit of a touch. Prostagard going to settle it into Pedro. Provedel on it. Going route one. Cambiasso trying to get engaged there. He actually lets it bounce. Gets behind. Bashi with a lot of pressure on Cope Miners. He's trying to just guard it out for a throw and way back down our left flank. Spalletti's record versus Maurizio Sarri. 5 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. He's down right now 1-0 at the half. He's called upon Zhigrova. Taking out Cabal. See if it pays dividends. Reminder, everybody, please get those likes up. We got a lot of you in here, and I appreciate you coming by and sharing in the reactions with me. Nuno Tavares clears that one. Oh, Locatelli missing Zhigrova there. Trying to send it forward. Flat-footed. Come on, lads. Let's go. Pick it up. 46 minutes, 50 seconds. This game starts off with Lazio on the front foot. Isaacson, a little bit of space behind Cambiasso, and he scores. Holy shit, man. Well, that's fucking ugly, boys. That's fucking ugly. That is so cheap. Cambiasso getting beat so easily to the outside, man. What the fuck? This guy... What is with the faith with this fucking guy to play all the time, man? He's fucking sleeping, man. He steps up, he doesn't cut the ball off, and he can't catch up to the guy. He can't do any of it. Oh my god. And should Di Gregorio save this, guys? Oh, fuck, man. You gotta save that, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boys. You gotta save that one. You gotta save that one, man. But holy shit, what a garbage fucking goal to allow, man. Disaster. Disaster. And you've played yourself into this fucking sleep. You can't allow momentum to go. You can't allow this rhythm to happen because you've played so fucking slow. Nuno Tavares now just dribbling straight through into the center. Knocks it over for Dele Bashiru. Now up for Isaacson. Working against Cambiasso. Ball still there. Megs Taram gets to the top of the area. Locatelli steps in. Turns. Now inside. McKennie. Little touch to Taram. Unbelievable. Unbelievable goal to allow, man. 2-0. That's disaster. It's disaster. Loca. Up ahead for McKennie. Little touch to Cambiasso. Now outside for Yildiz. 3 guys in front of him. 4 now as he cuts inside. Loca to Cambiasso. Too fucking slow. Let the ball do the work. Let's go. Zhigrova now working against Pedro. Cuts inside. Nobody moving. McKennie just fucking standing there staring at him. Guys, you don't get the legs moving, nothing's going to fucking happen. What do you want, Lazio to just move out of the way for you? Come on. Yildiz now works against Isaacson. Shot coming! Forces Provedel to make a diving save. Shigrova now keeps it in on the right side. And Shigrova, oh my God. Weak cross and corner, whatever the hell you want to call a cross. But it is cleared. Bremer to Co-Miners. Back to Bremer. Now over for Shigrova. Working against Pedro, cuts inside. Switching field. That's headed down by Marusic. Cambiaso's going to keep it. Up ahead for Yildiz. Up to Thuram. Thuram! And a shot wide. That's at least better, boys. Move that fucking ball around and have some shots. Let's go. Pressing them, putting them under. But man, I would have loved this shit when it's not 2-0. Would have loved this shit when it isn't 2-0, everybody. Provedel now launching this one. Route 1. Kalulu easily clears, or collects, excuse me. Now up to Cambiaso on the left side. In for Yildiz. Oh, little 1-2 attempted there. Oh, a foul there. Nothing doing. Yildiz clipped. He goes down. Bashiru working against Kalulu. Plays it forward. And only as far as Locatelli. Plays it into Thuram. Thuram now up ahead for Shigrova. Into Yildiz. Oh, tries to fire that one through traffic. And it goes out for a corner kick. He's more central now. I like that because now he can actually try to create chaos. Draw a foul. Draw PK. Take shots. Holy fuck. Cambiaso's cross is blocked and then ends up hitting him and going out for a goal kick. That pretty much sums it up for 27. Fucking Cambiaso, man. I can't believe that ball gets through. Guys, am I wrong in wanting D-Gray to save this one? Like, straight at him, just over his head. Like, fuck, man. Am I wrong on that one? I expect that one to be stopped. Bremer. Up to David. Now to Thuram. Now over for Shigrova. Working against Nuno Tavares. Cuts inside quickly. All goes over across. Doesn't make it over to Yildiz. Marusic just deflects it away on the hop. Isaacson now dribbling away. Being watched by Cambiaso and Yildiz. Cambiaso has it out. It's going to be a Lazio throw. 52 minutes, 22 seconds. 2-0 down. Fucking nightmare. Nightmare. I don't know if you guys caught it on the live show today, but I talked about the last time Lazio did a double in league on Juve. Man. 19, where was it? $1943. Don't let it happen. McKennie, moving up. Cuts in. Now sends it over to Shigrova. He's got two players there. Back out to Kalulu. Kalulu into Shigrova. Inside for Kalulu. And it's blocked and it's a goal kick as it hits Kalulu after. Fuck. Oh yeah, Provedel. Everybody up. Take your time. Everybody up. Everybody up. Launch this one. Kalulu's going to go up for it. Maldini actually heads it down. Bremer heads it over now to Kalulu. Little touch in for Shigrova. Tavares steps in, but it's off him. It's going to be a throw into Juventus. This game needs some life, some energy, man. It's still way too slow of a tempo for me, man. You're 2-0 down. Loca launching this one. Kalulu's way. Tavares chests it down. Kalulu doing battle with him. McKennie not reading that one properly, and he gets the call against him for clenching the shirt. We got to be careful. I'm pretty sure Mac is one of the guys you don't want to lose for the Derby d'Italia. Tavares, little touch there, but Jagrova doing well. Oh, gets muscled off. Tavares still in it. Little touch inside. Back out for Tavares. To the top. And oh my God, that was a wide open opportunity. Thank God Delibashiru absolutely sucks, or we could be 3-0 down. Oh my goodness, boys. Come on with the defending here. Launched ahead. Kalulu goes up for it, battling with Tavares. He wins it, plays it backwards for Coat Miners. To Taram. Taram takes a look forward, starts to drive now, dishes it out for Yildiz. There's his overlap. Move inside a little more. Come on. You got Taram there, plays it to Taram. Step before, trying to thread the needle to David inside there. Shove on the back of Yildiz there. Nothing doing. Ref says play on. Co-Miner's going to play it all the way back for Di Gregorio. 2-0 down Juventus at the 56th minute mark here. McKennie into Kalulu. Or David, excuse me. Play back to Mac. Now to Taram. Taram quickly over for Cambiaso. Settles it. Cuts inside. Now over for Locatelli. Have a hit. Touch into McKennie. Fuck, boys. We got to be shooting. You got to be shooting. Shoot the ball. Follow it in. Kalulu tracking back. Winning this one off Maldini. Now over to Co-Miners. 56 minutes, 26 seconds. 2-0 down is Juve. This one's ugly. David up on the flank here, working with Cambiaso, drops it off for him. Cambiaso beats the first man, or Yildiz, excuse me, beats the first man, working on the second, pops it over the top. McKennie was late getting to that one. Now over to Kalulu. Have one in there. Let's go! Cambiaso in the middle, nobody there to poke it home. Oh, that's better. What did I say at the half? Just, you're creating problems with it, keep doing it. Just send the ball over to Kalulu. He's putting money crosses in. Just keep crossing it in. It's working. Jagrova working, forcing Tavares into a slide challenge. Kalulu now throws it back for Locatelli, excuse me. McKennie's thinking going in behind the defense. There's no way for us to find him there. Here's Jagrova. On the carpet, into Taram. Taram, you got to move this. In the path. Cambiaso. Holy shit. Yildiz tries to hit that on the volley, but it's blocked. It was at an awful angle by the time the ball hits there. Isaksen now trying to carry it away for Lazio. This one going route one. Taylor giving chase, but Bremer easily collects. Back to Di Gregorio. Now to Locatelli. 58 minutes. 2-0 for Lazio. Over to Jagrova. Carrying it forward, cuts inside, pulls up, and now distributes over for Coat Miners. Everybody's forward again. Everybody's forward again, and we can't find you guys. Here's Yildiz. Working against Marusic. Cuts inside. Drops back into Taram. Back outside for Cambiaso. Into Yildiz. Can he set this one up? Over to Locatelli. Into McKennie. Shot blocked. Jagrova. Shot stopped by Provedel. We keep it in. It's Cambiaso on it. Sends a cross in. McKennie. Yes, McKennie. We get one back. There you go. Keep fighting, boys. There's suspect in the air. Get the crosses going. I'm telling you. 2-1. Sign of life here. Keep it going. Big Mac getting the goal. Lovely cross from Cambiaso, got to be said. And McKennie was trying to volley there. That was blocked. Jagrova, good low shot. Forced a save by Provedel. And then Cambiaso has it back up over the top. And McKennie off the post and in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. These guys are suspect. We've got goals. Come on. We've allowed 2 garbage fucking goals. It's time to get them back. Let's go. All right, Thuram on the ball now. Stadium showing a little bit of energy now. Ball played forward. Yildiz working against Gia there. He has it out. And it's going to be a throw. Or is it a corner? Did it go all the way out for corner? I think it's a corner kick here being set up. 60 minutes. 2-1 down. Fino alla fine, everybody. Come on. Keep pushing. We go level and then we steal this one late. Come on, get that next one. Cambiaso. Crossing it in. Headed across the goal. Nobody there at the back post. Bremer battling with Tavares here. Yes, Bremer. Into Zagrova. Put this one in there. That's a good cross. Oh, just cleared. That one was heading McKennie's way. That was a good cross from Zagrova. Yildiz on it now. Up ahead for Cambiaso. Back to Yildiz. Now inside for McKennie. Little touch back to Yildiz. To Thuram. To McKennie. Everybody's bunched in. Yildiz there. Little exchange with Mac. To Thuram. Thuram now opens up. On the carpet for Locatelli. Now forward for Zagrova. Pedro's going to go close him down. He's going to cut inside. Still moving. Oh, shot blocked. Falls to Yildiz. He couldn't line it up. Tried to pop it over the top. Yildiz again on it. Into Thuram. Into David. Now outside for Cambiaso. Trying to set up a cross. Here it is. There's a good one. Just misses Mac and Bremer at the back post. Ay, ay, ay. That was a good ball. This is much better, everybody. Fuck, Cambiaso, keep him to the outside. Move Yildiz inside. Oh, Mac, a little clip there going back post and just beyond Bremer. Come on, dai, ragazzi, dai. Let's get this 2-2. Let's get this at 2. David, battling there. Played forward for Deli Bashiru. And he can't control it. Miners takes a throw and into Thuram. Can't keep it in play. Or can't keep it at his feet, excuse me. Gia on it now. He's probably going to get forced to just pop it over the top. There it is. Handled by Cambiaso. He gets spun there and loses it. And Cataldi, get the fuck away from the ref, you fucking mutt. Shut up. That is a yellow card, though. And Cambiaso might be on caution watch, so Guida letting that one go. But still, Cataldi can shut the fuck up and back up. Let's go. Everybody, reminder, get those likes up, okay? You get those likes up for that second goal, and it's coming. Come on. Miners heads it down, chested down by Yildiz. Little touch to Locatelli, popping it over the top for Mac. Chested down to Yildiz. Yildiz now running at Lazio. There's a foul there. Motherfunkolo every fucking time. Come on. Jesus. There's a foul there too. Zagrova. Megs him to Yildiz. To Locatelli. Shot! Oh, Loca! Ah, fuck. That's a nice hit, man. Oh, that's a nice hit. Oh, Yildiz, that's got to be a one-touch back to Zagrova, but it still worked out, and Loca just misses that far post. Fuck. Pedro's being substituted out. And we got Noslin coming in for Lazio. 64 minutes, everybody. 2-1 Lazio. Oh, we got Isaacson being taken out for Cancellieri. Cambiaso heads that one down. It goes back to Thuram. Settled. Cambiaso pops it over the top for David. Little settle, little touch back to Cambiaso. Pops it over the top. Yildiz headed down in the path of David. Up ahead for McKennie. Yildiz, why do you stop the run, man? That's my one thing with Yildiz, man. Never stop going. He's always to feet. Always has to be to feet. Fucking run off your teammates, man. I think he gets called offside on the very first pass from Cambiaso anyways, but very close. Come on, boys. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You still have lots of time. Keep pushing. Keep putting them under. Shigrova's on the ball now. Plays it to the back for Kalulu. Over for Locatelli. Now to Bremer. Up ahead that sideline for Shigrova. Working against Tavares. Tried to skin him and Tavares gets it, but it's going to be a Juventus throw. McKennie pops it over the top. Shigrova might be offside. I don't even think he can keep it in. McKennie keeps it in. Play back for Shigrova. Now for Kalulu. Oh, big switch field from Shigrova to Yildiz. Oh, great cut. Just a foot in from Cancellieri. And now Lazio looking to run at us. It's Taylor. Popping this one over to the left for Maldini. Maldini now running at Bremer. Lays it off. Noslin to the top. Shot! And it's wide. Holy smokes, man. These counters. Oh my God, these counters. We are not finding the trailing run, man. Thuram is sleeping there on the trailing runs. Oh, here we go. Maldini's on it. He could turn. Working against Bremer. Oh, megs him, but Bremer stands him up. And the ref tells him to get up. After the calls we're not getting, here's a call for you, Maldini. Fuck out of here. 66 minutes, 40 seconds. Locatelli carrying it forward here. Just about at the halfway line now. Pops it over on the flank to Cambiaso. Cancellieri watching him. He plays it back to Thuram. Now to Cope Miners. Come on, you guys. Don't put that. Don't let him feel a little bit of reprieve after you get that one goal. Let's go. The tempo back up. Swarm them. Push them back. Send some crosses in. Let's go. Loca. Come on. Let's go. Cope Miners. He's going Route 1 looking Big Mac's way. He's got a battle with Gia. No foul. Fuck, Mac. No fouls there. No fouls there. Ah! Maldini's bleeding. Get him off the pitch. What are you bitching about? Like, you got, like, how come every time we play any team, they turn into the biggest bitches on the planet? You're fucking bleeding, bro. Waiting for some substitution still to happen for Juve. Nothing happened. We're at the 68th minute. It's still 2-1. Naturally, Provadel sent everybody as he goes Route 1 here. Locatelli lines up next to Noslin here. Noslin flicks it on, but Bremer collects, goes back to Di Gregorio. Now ahead for Kalulu. Kalulu making a move up that sideline. Trying to get away from Noslin there. That's just clenching and grabbing him enough. Kalulu now into McKennie. McKennie in for Thuram. There's space. Run. Over for Shigrova. Skin him. Skin him. There. Cross is blocked by Tavares. Holds his own that time on Shigrova. They're going to go for round 2 right now. Shigrova size him up. Cuts in. That one gets through, but it's low. The clearance is terrible, though. Kalulu headed over. Oh, fuck me, Mac. You stepped in on Thuram. And Yildiz with a shot blocked. McKennie now settles for Cambiaso. In for David. Little touch. Yeah. Oh, my God. How does that go in? He put Bremer on a platter there. How the fuck doesn't that go in the net? What a play. Oh my God. How the fuck is that not in the back of the net? Was that Tavares? Oh my God, he just beats Bremer to the ball. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, how doesn't that end up in the net? Locatelli heads this one right back. It goes to Prosciugard. It goes back to Provedel. We're at the 70th minute mark now, so just inside 20 minutes. Kalulu having a battle with Noslin there. He does well. Earns a throw-in for Juventus. Oh my goodness, I have no idea how that one doesn't go in, man. That's a huge intervention from Nuno Tavares. Co-Miners now up 4-4. Cambiasso has Yildiz right ahead of him. Where is he going to go? Where is he going to go? That's why I fucking hate this with one on top of another stacked on a sideline. Where the fuck are you going to go? Jesus Christ, you guys. Figure it out. Fucking hell. Where are you going to fucking go? Jesus Christ. There's Yildiz in the center with the dribble inside to David. Turns. Moves forward. Now, oh, missing the pass to McKennie, and we fucking foul and let him off the hook. Jesus Christ, boys. Execution, execution. Come on. Get that second one and they will crumble for a third. I'm telling you, get that second one, they will crumble for a third. But you're getting very close to time where you need to think about another substitution, man. You might have to think about a Boga change. You might have to think about a Chico change. You got to think about this. Lazio now playing it over for Cancellieri. Nowhere near him being able to keep that thing in place. 72 minutes. Throw in taken by Cambiasso into Co-Miners. Played on the carpet over for Bremer to the right. Now over to Kalulu. No options. No options central. But Locatelli comes back, collects level with the back line, top of the 18. He's carrying now very close to the halfway line. Sends it over for Yildiz. Being watched by Medusic. Is he going to take him on? There is a double team coming. Oh, there he goes. Pops it over the top. Look at McKennie's way. Mac! Shots blocked. That is a massive block by Taylor. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. That's a huge block. Oh. Co-Miners trying to settle this one. It's going to be Juve ball called down. Offside. Maldini offside off Provedel's long ball. Zhigrova on the ball now for Juventus. Into Kalulu right at the halfway line. To Locatelli. Now slots it over for Co-Miners. Co-Miners up ahead for Yildiz. Closed down quickly by Marusic. And Yildiz easily takes it away from Delibashiru. Delibashiru, who cares? Fuck. Thuram, over to Locatelli. Locatelli now for Zhigrova. Come on. Working against Noslin now on the carpet for Thuram. Thuram popped ahead for McKennie. Little touch into Thuram. And then his next touch too heavy. It's cleared forward for Maldini. Maldini doing everything he can to possess this thing for Lazio. Plays it into Cataldi. Nuno Tavares now stepping up, but that's a pass blocked by McKennie. Now played forward by Kalulu to Thuram. Up ahead for Yildiz. Drops it off for Thuram. And he misses him. So we got to recycle. Locatelli on it now. Over for Zhigrova. Oof. Can't settle that one with all the heat it had on it. It's got to slow down. Puts him in front of Noslin. Now over to Co-Miners. To Thuram. Little touch in for David. David with a touch to Yildiz. Cuts inside. Over for Thuram. Back outside for Cambiasso. Here's a cross. And he doesn't get it by Marusic. Headed in for David. Now that's over him. Oh, for Loca! Shots blocked. It's going to be a corner now for Juventus. That's okay. Get up. Keep pushing. It's 74 minutes. There's a lot of time here. Get ahead to this, boys, and put it in there. There's Boga. 75th minute. Lloyd Kelly coming on too. Cambiasso cross coming in. Terrible one. Right to Cataldi, who clears it. Locatelli's going to come collect it right at the halfway line. Plays it forward for Yildiz. Twisting and turning into Cambiasso. Tries to get by Marusic. Okay, get the subs on, boys. Let's go. Let's not have these guys standing there for 5 fucking minutes. Romagnoli's going to come in late as Sadi's going to try and preserve this 2-1 victory. Jeremy Boga's going to come in for Cambiasso. Fucking fell asleep for that one goal. Did set up the goal to McKennie. Cole Miners is going to let Lloyd Kelly come in. Probably trying to get an aerial threat in there too. I'm going to imagine that Kelly's going to be sent in there. They're going to take Gia out, and it looks like he's laboring. Maybe a hamstring issue there, but Romagnoli's going to come on. And Romagnoli's been training separate from the group for the past 3 days, I believe, in the build-up to this game. Sent forward for Cancellieri, and Kelly easily beats him for pace. Wins it back to Di Gregorio, now to Locatelli. Over to Kalulu. Now to Zagrova. There is space ahead of him, but he's going to go back to Kalulu. Now to Locatelli. Bremer to Kelly. Kelly's going to try and go over the top here. Takes a deflection. It is going to be a Juventus throw. Boga's on it. And he takes it right back for Kelly. Trying to get the ball out of his feet. He does. Gets it to Bremer. Now Bremer is going to send it over for Locatelli. Locatelli up ahead for Kalulu. Try and pop this one. There you go. Zagrova's got some space up that line. He slows up. Up ahead. Yildiz settles it for Kalulu. Now to Zagrova. Cross coming in. McKennie settles. Yildiz! Oh my god, what a save by Provedel! Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? In the end, Boga's called offside. Holy fuck, that is a blast and a half. What a stop from this guy. Little bit too close to Provedel. Come on, lads. Keep pushing. Yildiz unhappy. Keep pushing, boys. Come on. Mac with a lovely settle, and Yildiz just drills that thing on the one time. Holy fuck. Here we go with the man down and the time wasting. Come on, boys. Get him off the fucking pitch then. Get him off the fucking pitch. Come on, Juve. Push, boys. Push. We got to get this one. Got to get this one and push for a third. Kelly sees this long ball from Provedel head out. 23 shot attempts for Juventus, 6 for Lazio right now at this moment in time. A lot of blocks from Lazio. But my frustration is that I feel like we're somewhat putting them under a lot more this second half than we did the entire first half. We weren't on it nearly enough in the first half. And it sucks that you got to go 2-0 down to be able to do that. You just have to be able to do that from the start at any score, period. Nice ball from Loke up ahead for McKennie. Little touch over, and it's stripped. Oh, they send Maldini. Bremer's going to have to slow him up. Here comes the help from Kalulu. He splits. Kalulu just cleans that up. Now sends it over to the flank for Boga. Ooh, bad first touch. Is he going to work against Marusic? Cut inside. Yildiz now to the outside. Boga's going to move forward. Played forward for him. Boga's going to continue. Beats the first one. There's a foul, and that's a yellow. Vafangul. It's a yellow. Come on, lads. Get something here. Shagrova and Yildiz both standing over this one. I don't give a shit who takes it, but just make it count. Let's get ahead to it, boys. Come on. They've been suspect in the air all game. Let's go. Get it going. Shagrova standing over it. So is Yildiz. Waiting for the delivery. Shagrova feints. Yildiz takes. Going up. Goes to the clearance. McKennie settles. Back to Locatelli. This one going to Boga. Now over to Shagrova. Shagrova working 1v1 into Kalulu. Kalulu. Shot blocked. Kalulu back to McKennie. It's in. Offside. Fuck. Offside. Kalulu's first one, it's blocked, and then McKennie's well offside to tap in on that one. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ah, shit. Come on, boys. Keep pushing. Come on, boys. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, lads. Come on. Remind everybody, get those likes. If you're not tuning in on YouTube, on a different social platform, get to YouTube, smash subscribe. Because good, bad, it's all the same. We show love to the Army all the time, and we got kick giveaways this week, and then we unveil February's, and you're going to lose your shit when you see what I got planned for you. Miretti in the 83rd minute, set to come on. Locatelli is going to lead the pitch. Openda is going to come on for McKennie. So McKennie on, or Miretti, excuse me, on for McKennie. You got Loca off, Openda in. Send forward, Maldini clips it over Bremer. Bremer settles now over to Kelly. Kelly up the side for Boga. There is space ahead of him. He's going to dribble forward. Pulls up inside to Taram now. The job of distributing and dictating tempo from the midfield is going to be Taram now. Miretti's also sitting back deeper rather than advancing. So maybe Miretti takes the reins there. He is dropping back level with the back line here. Miretti's screaming for right now. Kelly's looking long for Kalulu. Tavares cuts it off. And now Miretti in a position here where Noslin and Tavares running at them on that flank. Miretti steps in, beat by Tavares, inside for Noslin. To Taylor. Now back to Romagnoli. They're going to kill clock. Here's Patrick. All the way back. Openda's going to give chase. Provedel now. In the middle. They can't keep it in play. It's going to be Juventus throw. Kelly looking to do this quickly. Ends up going back for Thuram. Come on, lads. You got to want this ball. Got to get it moving. Come on. Kelly. Up for Boga. Dribbling. Central. Keeps cutting inside. Now over to Zagrova. Double team there. Inside pass for Miretti. Miretti shot and that's blocked and then just sits nicely for Romagnoli in the end. Couple passes and Lazio is able to relieve themselves of the pressure. Now up for Maldini. Bremer blocks that pass through. Pops it up over the top of him. Heads it over for Thuram. Come on. Thuram. Does get it to Yildiz. Yildiz running at Lazio. Top of the area. Into Thuram. Oh, for fuck's sakes. It's got to be quicker, man. Just put it ahead of you and have a rip. Advantage given. They're in behind us. It's only Lloyd Kelly. Tavares. Moving over. Slots it over. In for no. Oi, mama. Oi, mama. Thank God he sucks. Because these counters are dangerous. Juve. Forsen losing it cheaply. Back to Provedel. And he launches this one. Thuram there. Heads it down. But to Cancellieri. Who carries it forward. Now into Maldini. And he draws a foul on Bremer there. Oh, fuck. Incredibile. Incredibile. Tavares has a rip. But that sails wide of Di Gregorio's goal. It's 87 minutes, 24 seconds right now. Juve down 2-1. Kelly up forward. David trying to play it in for Yildiz. It's cut off. David settles into Miretti. Now switching it up for Kalulu. He chests it down. Up ahead for Zagrova. Zagrova is going to engage with Tavares. Cuts over to his left. Cuts it. Oh my God, that was a good hit. Oh my goodness, man. That's a good hit. Finally a good shot from Zagrova, but just couldn't keep that thing in. Man, Noslin just fucking made a mess of that counterattack. Thank God, too. Because we're pushing forward so hard for these goals that they're getting these opportunities. David's doing well. Gets it over to Zagrova. Offside. Fuck! Fuck's sakes. Come on, boys. '89th minute, 20 seconds. Juventus down 1. Boga with the ball now, working against Cancellieri. Stripped of it. Cancellieri running at Kelly. Tries to play the ball through. Kelly takes the right angle. And Bichirou is going nowhere. Miretti now to Kalulu. Kalulu trying to go route one for David here. This is popped up over the top. Tavares can't keep it in play. Zhigrova's going to take the throw and plays it in for Miretti. Little touch in for David. Back out to Miretti. Miretti now outside of the boot pass to Yildiz. 6 minutes of added time. We're there as it's a 90th minute. Yildiz working on his man. Oh, and the shot short side. It is blocked. Blocked and goes out to the side netting. We're going to try and take a corner kick here. Miretti and Yildiz run out to it. Boys, get ahead to it. All the big men get in there. You got Bremer, Kelly, Thuram. Let's go, you guys. Miretti set to take this one. There, it's garbage. Hit it! Oh, Boga hits it right back across goal, and it just goes through Bremer's legs. Holy shit, man. Oh, that was actually stopped by Provedel short side. I thought it hit the defender and went side netting. Telling ya. Fucking frustrating, man. You gotta be kidding me. Kelly. Up ahead, David. David now on the carpet for Zhigrova. Running at Tavares. Skin him. Skin him. Too much. It's got to be too pretty. You've been cutting inside on him all game. Zhigrova does win it back. Kelly now going to collect. We got 4.5 minutes, lads. 4.5 minutes. Fino alla fine. Come on, Boga. Working against Cancellieri, cutting inside. Drops off for Thuram. Thuram now sprays this one out to Yildiz. Yildiz. Oh, fuck, that's a slow pass. Come on. Out to Miretti. Miretti with a cross coming in. Back post. Oof. A little too much air under that one. Provedel comes out to collect, and he gets clipped. And now cue 2 minutes of wasted time for this one. Fuck. Oh, man. Thuram, what are you doing? He heads it into Miretti. Can't settle that. The Cancellieri. Miretti now wins it. Out to Yildiz. Yildiz dribbling into space. Taylor coming in to close him down. Dribbles him. Can't dribble Cancellieri. Too much, man. Let the ball work. Remember what I told you? One thing I need from him is to understand the moments. Fuck, man. Get that ball deep and then start looking to get onto it. Oh, Zhigrova, too much, man. Come on, you guys. Look at everybody's forward. We can't even get the ball there. You got to still work together. Kalulu has a cross there. That goes out. It's going to be a corner kick. He slips on that one. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. 94 minutes. There's 2 minutes here. Come on. Zhigrova lining this one up. Make it count, buddy. Come on. Somebody smash this fucking thing in the net. Come on. Come on. Zhigrova. Oh, it's on the carpet. It's over to Miretti. Left-footed shot blocked. Now to Boga. Over to Yildiz. He sends a floater going back post. Kalulu trying to head it down. Zhigrova. Oh, what? Oh, my goodness, man. Zhigrova skins the first guy, too. Oh, my goodness. Kalulu's more jumping up on that one, and that player jumping into him more than anything. He has the right to jump up into the space. Fuck, I hate shit like that. Nonetheless, 1 minute. This looks like we're heading for an L, boys. Holy shit. Throw in taken. Kalulu back to Miretti. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Goes to Thuram. He's got nowhere to go. Everyone's forward. Come on, lads. Let's go. Oh, Miretti gets lucky there with a touch. Now sends it over for Bolga. Fuck. He's got to settle it forever. Working against Cancellieri. Cuts to his left. Bolga pops it over. Kalulu! We got two! There it is. There's a drop. Fuck. But push for another one. There's no time. If only this came sooner. But bravo, Bolga. Bravo, Bolga. Fight to the end. Fight to the end. Avoid defeat. But my goodness. If only there was a little bit more time here, lads. If only there was a little bit more time. Cuts away. Kalulu. That's a great ball from Bolga. Boom. Smashed home there. That's beautiful. It's 96 minutes, 34 seconds here. This game is pretty much done. It'd be great if because of the goal and everything, they allow us just a little bit more time. Kalulu's on the ball now. Back to Bremer. Launch forward. David flick on. Settles. In for Openda. Fuck. You gotta be fucking... What is that? Like, what is that? That's a fantastic ball from Bolga, man. And Kalulu. We fought back to avoid defeat. It's a valiant effort, but fuck me, this has got to be a game you win. Settled. Yildiz. We got more time. It's 97 minutes 40. It's rolling. Fuck, find a third. Come on, Bolga. Come on, Bolga. Cross coming in. Oh, Penda. Fuck. Oh my goodness. It's another great ball in from Bolga, man. Jesus. It's game there, lads. 2-2. 2-2. Oh. Man. That's frustrating. That's a frustrating game, man. Oh my God. That's a frustrating game. A lot of blocks, a lot of one-off chances here and there, but the urgency that crept into this team at 2-0 down, like the tempo, it was just better. It was a little bit more direct, and I still think it left a lot to be desired in the second half, but it's gotta be there from the start, man. You gotta be locked in at all the time, and two mistakes end up in the back of our net, and they had dangerous counterattacks because we were pushing so hard, chasing that 2-0. But in the end, my God, we left some goals out there in the table. You're still going to be looking at execution as one of these things that needs to improve with this team. But the fight was admirable. The fight was respectable. They pushed. It could have been a head down moment, especially after what happened in the Coppa Italia, but I appreciate I appreciate gritting your teeth and fighting back and clawing back. I think if anything, you take that as a lesson that you got to treat every game the same fashion. Your intensity level can't go through these waves. And I've been saying this for a while now with this Juventus, with the majority of these players. When we slow things right down, we play a terrible brand of football. Kalulu ends up with the Man of the Match award for this one. He gets the equalizing goal. Fantastic header. No chance for Provedel there. Provedel made a few good saves as well. If you're going to read the stat line, it's going to be disgusting, to the tune of 63% possession Juventus. 4 big chances created. Lazio did not get a big chance at all. 9 total attempts for them. 34 attempts for Juve. 34 attempts in this one. 4 big chances. I actually think there's probably more than 4. But execution is going to be a killer. And, bright spot, Boga again stepping in and looking lively, man. Beautiful crossing from Boga. My goodness. But I'm telling you, this one stings. This one's a kick in the junk. I feel like if we were a little bit more in tune and on it and seeing what was causing them damage in the first half, we would have been better off. And again, every time Yildiz moves inside and it allows somebody else to operate that outside, it's just better for us. Nobody on the planet right now can convince me otherwise that the second this guy moves inside, we are going to be better off. More central. I don't want to see this guy on the fucking sideline. I don't. Tutto Azzurri, great to see you in here, and thank you so much for the super chat, man. Massive respect to Berto, Juve podcast legend. Brilliant live stream show as always. Greetings from our entire Italian rugby national team. Cheers, mate. Much love to all of you, all right? Thank you for the continued support, brother. Means a lot. Boga has been good. Boga has looked really, really good. Well, my prediction of a Boga goal was not to be, but at least an assist. Big assist, too. Very, very good. So, Kalulu finishes with man of the match honors. Let's talk about, if you had to give one, who would be. I'll hit you with the ratings. Di Gregorio finishes with a 5.4 rating. 5.4. Holy shit. Wasn't expecting that. I wanted him to do better on Isaacsen's goal, but holy shit. 5.4. Kalulu, 8.1. Highest rating from a Juventus player. Highest rating in the match. Bremer, 6.7. Koopmeiners, 6.7. Cambiasso, 7.8. Locatelli, 6.9. Thuram, 7.3. Cabal, 6.7. McKennie, 7.3. Yildiz, 7.4. David, 5.9. I don't know if I really agree with that, to be quite honest. I don't agree with any players being down from the 6 they start with, I'll tell you that. But nonetheless, if I had to pick a man of the match for Juve in this game, I mean, yeah, maybe Kalulu. Maybe it is Kalulu. I thought Bremer was looking a little bit soft today. I don't know if that was just me, but he seemed to be a little bit off. Yeah, I don't know. And to be honest, even against Atalanta, he looked a little bit off. That's just me. But a man of the match is hard to pick in this game for me. Nobody really stood out. Cambiasso finishes with an assist. Horror show at the back, especially on that Isaacsen goal. McKennie gets a goal, but had a lot of ups and downs through the game. Kalulu was probably the one guy that was steady. Big interventions, a lot of running, a lot of urgency, a lot of pushing us forward, and brilliant crosses. Kalulu could have walked away in this game with a goal and like 3 assists. So for me, it's probably going to be Kalulu if you have to pick one. His crossing was insane. But it's frustrating. We have this trend of allowing really shitty goals. Really, really shitty goals. And this was a game where they jumped on our mistakes. They jumped on our mistakes and bagged 2, and it created conflict for us. And we had a lot of opportunities, And Provedel did very well. He made some really good saves, especially the header on Bremer. Yildiz blasted a volley, but it was pretty close to Provedel, but still, it's a good save. Yeah, it's a lot of the same from Juve. It feels like there's going to be ups and downs. And a lot of it is execution and tempo and urgency. It's like the same things that just keep kind of rearing their heads, and we got to deal with it. And it's unfortunately complicated this matchup. A Cope Miners canceled goal. Very close call from Cope Miners on a goal. Close calls from Locatelli. A lot of opportunities to go. Jonathan David with a free header from just 8 yards out, 9 yards out. That's got to hit target. Hey, when your execution's bad and you make some costly mistakes, you're going to be in for a day. I do appreciate the fight from the team. I like that, but this was a game that feels like a kick in the junk because I feel like we could have been on Lazio from the get-go and really won this game. They didn't show me anything special at all, so it's very frustrating for me. Hey, is what it is, man. Is what it is. We just gotta keep learning, gotta keep moving, gotta know that urgency isn't like a question. It's like a necessity at all times. Put teams under, teams that aren't playing well, teams that are letting you dominate the ball. You're all over them in the final third. The way Kalulu was crossing the ball and the way they were having issues in marking it, man, I would have went to the well while you had McKennie on the pitch, and just not stopped and keep firing them in there. They're doing nothing offensively other than looking for mistakes and counters to pounce us on. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. You live, you learn. Hopefully we learn and we move on. And we've got a critical week on deck when you're talking about Inter and Galatasaray. So, let's see. Let's get to some Storm the Barn and see what you guys have, okay? Let's see, where do we start from where we were in before? Where the hell did this head loss come from in these past couple matches? Feels like it just came out of nowhere with no warnings. Yeah, it's weird. It's like we're going through a cycle and we're going right back into some nasty habits of just blackouts, right? Got to shut down those blackouts. At what point do we throw the towel in for this season? No. We don't throw the towel in, my friend. We don't throw the towel in. There's nothing to throw the towel in over. Just got to keep grinding it out. Got to keep grinding it out. This one we made complicated when we didn't have to, and shit happens. We got to figure out how to stop letting that happen. So whatever Spalletti believes that reason is, him and the team got to sort it out. They got to sort it out. Kalulu has overtaken Bremer as our most important defender. Is it crazy to say that? I don't think it's crazy to say that. I mean, there was people giving shouts to Lloyd Kelly saying that he's been more consistent than Bremer this season. And I've said it too, like these past two matches, Bremer has looked a little bit on the soft side. So I don't think it's crazy to say Kalulu's been massive. Kalulu's been massive. So I don't think it's crazy to say that. I really don't. Kalulu was already my man of the match prior to his goal. That confirmed it 150%. The guy keeps improving. He is... Okay. So the one thing about all these minutes, I gotta say, is there's a rule when you hit Vegas and you hit the craps table and you're on a heater, you never walk away from a heater. Kalulu is on a heater right now, and that's probably why you just keep going with him for the minutes. It doesn't matter if he's going to play 50,000 minutes this season. He's on a heater. You keep it rolling. Kalulu's been insane. He was man of the match, and I think it's right. Like I said, robbed of assists on beautiful crosses. Kalulu and Kelly been our best players except Yildiz and Locatelli. I love Cambiaso since the beginning, but enough is enough. He needs to ride the bench now. That was a fucking doozy of a misread on that ball. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but that looked Sunday League-esque. That looked Sunday League-esque from Cambiaso. That read on that ball, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Enough is enough with Openda. Why even put him on? This transfer is worse than the Cope Miners transfer. Kamoli need to look himself in the mirror after not rectifying this with a striker in January. Openda didn't have a lot of minutes in this one. He didn't. I mean, fuck, he came close on a header, you guys. He really did. He came close to bagging that header. He did have a terrible shot attempt prior to that, but he came really close on a header with not much work in here. It is what it is. We got to get to the end of the season. We got to get to the end of the season and see what happens. But Openda is definitely behind the 8 ball in terms of Spalletti's faith and trust, and you could see it. He's got to just find a way to push through and get shit going. Is it wrong that I celebrated that Kalulu goal like a madman? No, of course it's not wrong. I mean, the draw is better than the defeat, right? And it gives you a chance to push for the victory. Yeah, we're going to sell you. We're going to sell you. But I was immediately taking advantage of whatever time's left, try and push for a third. I think Lazio was so suspect at the back. A lot of blocks and deflections and interventions here. Late intervention on Bremer, that play between David and Thuram. Come on, that shit's beautiful. And that's David's bread and butter too. That's like one of the few times you can actually see it come into the mix with a midfielder finally. And I talked about getting these guys in close to play off each other. I want Yildiz in there as well. But here you go, right? That was beautiful. And Tavares with a massive intervention on Bremer. There was chances all over the place for this thing to be a victory. In the end, a game of inches. A game of inches. And they weren't on our side this time. It sucks. It sucks. I think it's about time we talk about our goalkeeping situation. I like Digre, but he isn't starter worthy. Perin is just a mannequin. I say we try for Carnesecchi if it's possible in any way. I would not spend the amount of money Carnesecchi is going to require. I wouldn't, personally. That's just me. But Di Gregorio on today's second goal from Isaacson, I'm expecting that thing to be stopped. I'm expecting that thing to be stopped and punched away. You were playing against 28 men, Lazio themselves, and the 6 officials. Excuses don't work for me, man. We made a living off making all these Chihuahuas cry. You got to just get on with it and deal with it. I mean, was 34 attempts not enough to find more goals in this? 6 big chances in the game. Like, you got to push through, man. I'm curious to hear these officials talk about that scenario in this game. I'll be very tuned into that. But at the same time, fuck, get the job done, man. There was a lot of time and we were on them, and you got to find the way to put these punks away. You just do. They did nothing special. Bogus 4.8 million option should be exercised right now. Pump the brakes. Take it easy. That is a super cheap option, and it looks very good right now. Of course, things can change like that, so take it easy. Take it easy. I personally think the ref destroyed us this game. We played pretty well, actually. MVP, McKennie, or Kalulu. But, bold statement, David was really good today. I thought David had a fine game. He missed that header, but holy shit, he was involved in a lot of other sequences. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. We lose or we don't get a result, and then it's 1,000 scapegoats. Everybody's got their pick on where we go from here at the end of the day. It's a lot of bad habits crept up in this one, unfortunately, for Juve. 2-2. Again, I respect the fight. I respect the pushback. That's not worst case scenario. But we got to get better, and you got a big week. So use this week to hash it out. Spalletti and company. Hash it out. Recover well. Derby d'Italia against Merda on Valentine's Day. Gotta say, might be the first time I dish out a te on Valentine's Day. Valente Day, okay? Is what it's going to turn into. Mark my words, that 1 point we got will be a difference maker. Hopefully so, because we dropped a lot of easy points this season. We got like 6 We got like 6 drop points that are nasty, so hopefully this one makes a difference. At least Locatelli didn't get booked. Yeah, he'll be there for the Derby d'Italia. Berto, Mateta or Kolo Muani can score at least 3 goals in that game. Do we really that poor? Don't have money to spend, to buy, to win, or are we too cheap? Well, Mateta, they had the option in for Champions League qualification. So it feels like they were happy to put that obligation in if they were accepting that criteria, and otherwise they were a no-go for it. Kolo Muani, I mean, Tottenham hasn't released him. So there's nothing we can do at this point in time. It just kind of is a matter of circumstances. And you could kind of see where Juve ended up, that they took the safety nets and they're working towards the summer and planning for the summer. So we're just going to have to wait, my friend. We're going to have to wait and see what the summer holds and then go from there. Missed the first half. Can you rate Cambiaso and Cabal? In the first half, Cabal was up and down all over the place. Players start at a 6. I'd probably leave him at an even 6. I didn't see anything spectacular. It was ups and downs all over the place. For Cambiaso, I mean, he looked better in the second half. And again, broken record here. Better on the outside, sticking to the outside. That'll probably move him up, but that ugly goal situation that he gave up, got an assist, leaves him at an even 6. Terrible mistake defensively. Awful shit. Gets an assist, finds an assist on a goal that we needed. Dead even. I'm going to leave them even at 6. I'm not going to go down on them, but yeah, just nothing spectacular. I am a Sorloth supporter for next striker, but more often than not, I start to think that an experienced Serie A striker is better than a probable good striker from La Liga. I'm curious to see who the options are for Juventus as we get closer to the summer. I am. But, for me, the way I'm wired, the way I'm, set up is I'm worried about right now. I need us to maximize what we get out of this group, what we're getting done there. So for me, I'm curious about how we move forward. And nobody's going to convince me any different about Yildiz playing central. And Boga, fuck, you might have to play both of them. So that might be something you got to look at doing. Just saying. Under Tudor and Motta, we all wanted the team to play better and see improvement. Now we play better and see improvement with Spalletti. Did we expect too much from this team? Naturally, when you play better and you start getting the results, you expect it to keep rolling. We're expecting this to keep going. I said it after the Atalanta game. I said it today on the pregame show. There is going to be ups and downs this season because I can't help but personally feel like Spalletti is kind of plateaued. He's a little bit tapped out. And that just means that the guys off the bench, when they're called upon, whatever, the influence is kind of hit and miss. And lately, it's been a miss. Today, I mean, you just had a lot of nasty bad habits that crept up again, and they fucked us in this game. They fucked us. Mistakes that end up in goals. 2-0 down. Nasty. In Serie A, a 2-goal deficit. Filthy. Feel like we'll see this game a bunch of times till season's end. When we can't score, we lose focus defensively and get a false confidence. Not signing a big killer will be a huge regret. I think not giving yourself that big man option might come back and sting us. This was a game where Lazio was terrible in the air. And I said it in the first half. I mean, Kalulu's, he's putting him on a platter out there. Got to get that guy. Got to get that guy out there, man. Got to get that big target guy out there. We just don't have him. We're going to wrap up on a couple here. Let me take a look. Fino alla fine, the end of the season is always where you have to show grinta. We didn't lose hope, and we salvaged the game. Didn't win, but didn't lose. Forza Juve. On to the next one, my friend. On to the next one. Openda is an oxygen thief, along with Milik Diogazzo. Juventus will struggle for the rest of the season. You watch this space. No apologies. It's not Juve DNA, paisano. Mistakes, man. Mistakes. The overall game is a much better brand of football. And it's going to give us more opportunities to get maximum points than the way we were playing previously was going to do. It's just, again, it's the cleanup, man. It's the cleanup. We still have some cleanup to do. It's not 100%, you know? Do we have work to do? Of course. Openda, Milik, they can go for my liking. It is what it is. In your opinion, what are we lacking the most position-wise? It is very close for me between a big striker, okay, an actual target striker, and that attacking, prolific midfielder that can deliver that final ball or that can shoot, that can maybe shoot one of the 20 fucking times our guys today had opportunities to and didn't want to. So for me, it's a toss-up between those two. Because maybe, just maybe, you get a little bit more with that prolific advanced midfielder, but it's one of those two. Take your pick. I feel like it's fine to say either. But fuck, man, if Kalulu's going to keep dropping dimes like that, might be that big target, man. Might be that big target, man. I would play Diego Pungo over David in games like this. Boga should definitely start before Zhigrova. He was very good today and his passing is peak. Zhigrova, on the other hand, was underwhelming as always. I felt like it was one of the better cameos from Zhigrova, but it still leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. But one of the better ones. One of the better ones for Zhigrova. But Boga, man. Boga's looking lively. And I like that. I like that. Petition to start Diego Pungo. All right, everybody. You guys getting carried away here. Listen. All I could say about this one is fuck's sakes. Stat line is going to be nasty looking at that one and going 2-2. This is like a Max Allegri wet dream for Lazio, getting dominated on the stat line and getting a point out of a game. Nonetheless, here we are, everybody. Tomorrow, we got a panel. We're going to tackle this thing and everything in the aftermath. We're going to talk about some of the outliers, some of the topics you guys have brought in here as well. And we're going to hash it out, and then we're going to look ahead to a very critical week for Juventus. As always, I thank you all for the watch along. You guys are amazing. Please take a second, drop a like if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, okay? And everybody tuning in on other platforms like X, get over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Get yourself entered to win some kits. We've got kit giveaways every month, all right? But yeah, focus is going to shift to Inter Merda, but for now, hey, we'll break this one down in full tomorrow. And as always, we'll have some fun segments and have some laughs and a good time together, okay? Army, I thank you as always. Enjoy the rest of your weekends despite a result we didn't want. Could have been worse. Let's take it. Let's learn from it. Let's try and beat the brakes off Inter. All right? Till next time, as always, no matter what, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao a tutti.